Psalm 62 verses 1 and 2. My soul waits in silence for God only. From him is my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I shall not be greatly shaken. And then verses 5 and 6. My soul, wait in silence for God only, for my hope is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I shall not be shaken. Let me remind you quickly of what I said about that. First of all, we notice that the word only occurs 4 times, so that in waiting for God, we're giving him a position that is absolutely unique. We're saying whatever it is I need, there's only one source, and that's God. So in waiting for God, we acknowledge God. In particular, we acknowledge 3 aspects of our relationship with God and his with us. First of all, we acknowledge God as our source. Second, we acknowledge God's sovereignty. And third, we acknowledge our dependence on God, thus dealing with that carnal desire in every human being to be somehow independent of God. We noted also the transition. David said the first time in verse 2, I shall not be greatly shaken. But the second time in verse 6, he said, I shall not be shaken at all. So we see that waiting for God develops stability. We start with the condition where we shall not be greatly shaken, but by waiting for God, we come to a place where we shall not be shaken. I also pointed out that waiting for God is mutual. There are 2 sides to it. Not only do we wait for God, but God also waits for us. And he waits that he may have compassion, that he may be gracious. So we should never become self-centered and think only about the fact, here am I having to wait for God. We need to remind ourselves, thank God, he's waiting also for me.